Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor is due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and teachers of GMS, and the like-minded men who are pushing out the 100% truth that's taught by the apostles, elders, and the teachers of GMS. Also, a hearty shalom to the men, women, and children of Israel, wherever they may be, of Yasharallah, wherever they may be in this world. Just come across an article today in the Al Jazeera, and it just spirit put upon me to bring out a few pieces of information. This piece of information with relevant scriptures, or Lord's will, they are relevant scriptures. I'll go straight to the article. The article is in Al Jazeera, 30th of August 2021. And the headlines are: Disaster looms in Syria as Euphrates dwindles. Experts warn of an impending humanitarian catastrophe in northeast Syria, where waning river flow is rapidly waning. Syria's longest river used to flow by his olive grove, but Khalid al-Khamiz says it has now receded into the distance, parching its trees and leaving his family with hardly a drop to drink. It's as if we were in the desert, said the 50-year-old farmer, standing on what last year was the Euphrates riverbed. We're thinking of leaving because there's no water left to drink or irrigate the trees. Right. Aid groups and engineers are warning of a looming humanitarian disaster in northeast Syria, where waning river flow is compounding woes after a decade of war. So I'm going to go to the scriptures. I had this lined up already. So Revelation 9 and 12. One woe is past, wars, disasters, destruction, woe is. And behold, there come two more. So one woe, that was the First World War, as the prophets have gone into in many scriptures before, and the elders and apostles have gone into many scriptures, many lessons before, there come two woes more hereafter. And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar, which is before the Most High power, saying to the sixth angel which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. Right, so there we go. The scriptures mentions bound in the great river Euphrates. So we're going to go to link it up with Revelation 16, because this what's happening in Euphrates has been happening for some time now. I've seen a lesson. I think it was about a year or so. I've seen it today, but it was about a year or so ago. I've seen it today to get confirmation on whether I was bringing out the relevant information from GMS ISO 144. So like if I got it wrong. But yeah, so here we are. Revelation 16 and 12. Because this is the importance of what we've seen in the article and what the scriptures are linking up to the scriptures. Alright? Because he went back and we said, and the man says what? It's as if we were in the desert, said the 50-year-old farmer, standing on what last year was the river Euphrates the Euphrates riverbed. We're thinking of leaving because there's no water left to drink or irrigate the trees. Aid groups and engineers are warning of a looming humanitarian disaster in northern Syria, where waning river flow is compounding woes after a decade of war. They say plummeting water levels at hydroelectric dams since January are threatening water and power cutoffs for up to 5 million Syrians in the middle of the Crown Vic Royale pandemic, and economic crisis. As drought grips the Mediterranean region, many in the Kurdish-held area are accusing neighbour of the blah, 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 blah. It's not anything to do with the neighbours, his Kurdish neighbours in Turkey. It's all the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because Yahweh Shem Yahushai said this in Revelation 16 and 12, and the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. You know, prepared for what? Let's go to what's it going to be prepared for? Let's go to dried. Let me go to that word dried up, just to confirm it. Dried up, and it is
Strong's G 3583. Xerino. Xerino.
To make dry, dry up, wither, become dry, to be dry, to be withered with plants, happen with cups, fluids, and members of the body, to waste away pain. Basically, to dry up, to become, you know, a desert land. And the reason is that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared for what? And then we've got to go to the scriptures again. Prepared for what? We go to Joel 3. Here we are. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Yeah, because the war is being prepared. Yeah, in that area, in that region. You know, in this region here. So like if I gotta find it, find a map. Lost the map. It's lucky for this. There we are. I was in the Middle East latest. This region here. So we've got images of, there we are, got this bit better. US air bases around this area. Here, where's Iraq? Like if this, I think this is a better one. Let's find the one, here we are. No. Yeah, this is a better one. So we've got the Syria there, and the river Euphrates, and the Tigris River runs down this area into. Get the image. Sorry, so lucky for this. I did have an image up, but seemed to have disappeared. So I'm gonna try and get it. Where is it? Euphrates map. Here we are. This is it. So the Levant region, yeah. So we just previously seen the map of where the armies are, U.S. armies specifically in this area. So you've got Euphrates there, Syria. What we're talking about now is being dried up, as the scripture said it would be, in Revelation 16 and 12, 16, 12, 9 and 13 that we just read. And the armies are being gathered in this area here. I've just seen in the previous image that I've got up earlier. So armies in the Middle East. Latest news. Go images, make it easier. Images. Here we are. Somewhere around it. Let's use this one. Should get to the one that I was looking at earlier. So lucky for this. Did prepare some, but it's just locations. There we are. It's better be the one. Yeah, this is it. We come back to here again. Got the bases maps. So we've seen the previous image that I shown was of the Tigris River and the Euphrates River, specifically Euphrates leading down this way here. So, you know, from Syria all the way into what we call Iraq today, which is called Iraq today. But more specifically, what does the scriptures say? I'll go back to it again. Go Revelation, read it again. 16, go. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. As we've seen, it's being dried up. It's been, you know, as like I said, I went into a video today to make sure, to clarify, that I was bringing out the correct scriptures. And, you know, the articles going along with what the prophecies, or basically articles, you don't need proof of prophecy, but the articles showing the prophecy is real. It's here, along with all the rest of the things, I mean, the turmoils, the uproars of the people, along with all the earthquakes and the tempests, and all the adverse weather conditions, which are only going to intensify. So I've seen this article today, and it, you know, piqued my, you know, not piqued my interest, but like, I thought, yeah, I've got to do a little, hopefully, edifying lesson on it, on the relevant scriptures, and the fact that prophecy is coming true. The word of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai does not go out void, and that is Isaiah 55 and 11. I think, let me get that. Isaiah, getting this one here, 50, oh, so I care for that, 55, no. Yep, so Isaiah 55:11, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth, it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereinto I sent it. So, as you can see, Yahweh Hashem Yahshai's word is coming true, you know, without doubt. So anybody that does doubt, you know, the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, Isaiah 6 and 9, has put a blinding angel. So I'm very, very grateful for the little piece of faith that I've been given. So, you know, I'm going to go to another scriptures. So, Thawada for that, Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, for at least allow me to see. Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. You know, so end it with a few more scriptures. So again, the article is about the drought in, or the Euphrates drying up, which it has been for some time. It's going to continue to dry up. And so the purpose of to bring prophecy true and through. So get couple more scriptures that I've got lined up here. So I'm going to give thanks to Yahweh Hashem Yahshai for allowing me to at least see you know, this come to fruition at this point in time. And 2 Corinthians 15 and 20. Behold, saith power, Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Libanus, to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that have done, that they have done to them. That they have done to basically Israel, yeah? Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, the true Israelites, which are not the Amalekites, the fake, the imposters, you know? So I'm going to end it with this scripture. It's going to be Jeremiah 46. Jeremiah 46 and 10. Here we are. Sorry. Okay. Got it. I was going to go into it after. So Jeremiah 46 and 10. For this is the day of the Lord Yahweh, Hashem Yahshai, of hosts, a day of vengeance, that he may avenge him of his adversaries, and the sword shall devour, and it shall be satiate and made drunk with their blood. For the Lord, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai of hosts, hath a sacrifice in the north country by the river Euphrates. You know, I'm going to go into that word satiate. Lord's will, a bit edifying. Get a bit of understanding of that word, because
Strong's H 7646, Savah, Savah, and second entry, Savea, Savea.
to be satisfied, be stated to be fulfilled, be surfeited, to be sated with food, to be satisfied. So, read it again. For this is the day of the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai of hosts, a day of vengeance, that he may avenge him of his adversaries, and the sword shall devour, and it shall be satiate, satisfied, and made drunk with their blood. Satiate, as we've gone into the meanings, it meant satisfied. Drunk with their blood. So Yahweh Hashem Yahushai won't be satisfied until this is done, until the enemies are underfoot of Yahweh and Yahushai, when Yahushai returns. For the Lord, power of hosts, have a sacrifice in the north country by the river Euphrates. So, Adwan Ratazah, I hope this lesson was edifying, or at least got the point across, a few pieces of information. But I seen the article, and by the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, I put some scriptures together. And when I was going through some scriptures, this last Isaiah 46 and 10 was the last scripture I seen, and I thought, yeah, man, all praises Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for at least giving me the spirit to put the lesson through, and to, you know, put the lesson out there. So it's shalom to the men of GMS. Yeah, double honors to the men of GMS. So lucky for that. Double honors, and hearty shalom to the elect of Israel. Kol halol Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Achakodash. Shalom.